Icebreakers have won the draw, and we are now underway. The Nighthawks have it from their own end. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Passes over to St. Louis. Oh, making his presence felt with the hit.
Some players get into the game by physically engaging early. There's a fine line there, but that was executed perfectly.
Starks taking it from his own end. Delayed penalty looming. There's the whistle, and here's the call. The Icebreakers are off to the box. Interference the call.
Well, she's trying to slow her opponent down as she competes for the puck, and she's going to get the interference call because of it.
Our first look tonight at their power play unit.
An opportunity here to go up by one on the power play. You know they've worked on this in practice. It's something you do, your repetitions. This is what prepares you to be big in these moments.
Levels him with the hit. He got all of that hit. The Nighthawks scoop it up along the boards. Devastating hit into the wall. I think he tried to turn it into drywall on that play. Here's a chance to make something happen inside the neutral zone. Moves the puck behind the net. Oh, they telegraph the pass, and he picks it off.
Burns gets back to the action right away after getting a new stick after his stick just explodes.
Cullen's got it against the boards. The Nighthawks gain possession along the wall. Gotta give the penalty killers a lot of credit as the penalty expires.
Well, being on a power play is a privilege, James. Trust me, I know. I was never on it. When you get out there, you have to have some urgency and fun.
Scores! Perfectly! The Nighthawks finally break the ice and get the game's first goal.
Yeah, and it's an important one, James, because there's not much room out there and not much separating these two teams, so that little bit of a cushion may give them the stir, the press they need to be more consistent, try and get another one on the board.
She handles the pass. The Nighthawks look to start the transition game. What a hit! She brought some spicy mustard with that play.
She certainly did, and she's wearing her opponent down. And if you do this collectively over the course of the game, they're going to be playing back on their heels, James. That's exactly what you want. Coach loves this.
The Icebreakers have it now. Here's a short pass to Bruner. Sends the pass over. And the save. Solid check to slow him down. And he lowers the boom.
That's a huge hit. It's message sending, James. I mean, you want your opponent to hear footsteps, right? Be looking on either side and making sure that you're wearing him down. He does exactly that with that huge hit.
The Nighthawks have it against the wall. There's another hit, and you get a sense that this was a game plan to go after him tonight here, Cheryl.
Well, he certainly has a bullseye or target on his back, James.
Into the offensive zone. And there's the save.
Rebound control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to hound the puck.
He's got a little jump. Great save! Glove save. Looks like we got a penalty coming up here. Burns works the puck in his own zone. Oh, he just got thunderstruck.
Well, he did. I mean, closing so quickly. No time and space there, and just crushes him.
What a hit. Play blown dead. Let's get the call.
Well, they put themselves in a precarious spot. Not just one penalty, multiple penalties called on this play, James.
Collins won the draw here in their own zone. Nice save from point-blank range.
Well, he makes an incredible save on a point-blank shot here, James. I love the way he's aggressive, he's competitive, and he wins the battle.
Loves the puck into the offensive zone corner. The Icebreakers will try to shave a few seconds off this penalty now. respect as he blocks that one. Loses his check and he's on a breakaway. Backhand with intention. Oh, hits the post. Tried to go in the corner and puts it just a little too wide.
And sometimes there's pressure when it's one-on-one with the tender, and there's so many options. He elects for the shot. Might have been the wrong one.
Takes the shot. Stopped by the goaltender. The Nighthawks fail to capitalize on the man advantage. Both sides back to even strength.
Body language says it all, James. Have a look at the unit here. Every single one of them deflated. They know that they needed to score, and this is the expectation of the power play, and they go back to the bench with their heads facing their skates. One of the most difficult things to do in hockey is manage the pulse of the game, and when you're trailing, you gotta find ways to get back in it, to fuel, to ignite yourself, to push and dictate pace. Well, that hit right there is sending a very clear message that they're still in it.
And now it's grabbed by Dupuis. Moves it quickly over to Cullen. He takes the feed. Oh, and he gets a piece of that one to keep it out. Grabbed along the boards by Cullen. Dismissed that chance. The Nighthawks move to the offensive zone. And he totally whiffs on that one. Tries to get the puck to Cullen. Goes right to the crease. Quick stop by Lehman.
Well, players should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes a save.
Oh, what a stop there with time winding down. That'll do it for period number 1. We'll drop the puck on the second period in just moments. Opening face-off here in this second period is about set to go. The second stanza is underway as the puck is dropped. Let's go. Well, how do you sum up things so far here, partner? We've seen a period played already.
The Icebreakers need to find a way to play on their toes, not their heels right now. You can tell that they're not...
Scores! All over the rebound and tucks it in for the goal.
This is actually a tougher play than it looks, James. You have to have timing and an awareness to be able to get your stick on that rebound and then bury it. Not a lot of time and space available, but he executes perfectly.
The Icebreakers move the puck in the defensive zone. Feeds it on over to Bang. The Icebreakers looking against the half wall. And he slides it quickly to Dupuis. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
Oh, he got rocked and dumped right into his own bench.
Well, he's getting a clear message to get out of here. The only good thing is it's his own teammates that can pick him up.
Can't stay on his feet after that hit. The Nighthawks are across the line and into the offensive end. Takes it to the net. Denied by the goaltender. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Puck grabbed by Cullen. Puck leaves the zone on the bad pass, and they'll be forced to regroup. The Nighthawks gain possession. Burns carries the puck in his own zone. Takes that pass back at the point. Oh, blocker save. Looking textbook there.
A timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
Slides the puck up from the left side. Feeds it over. Didn't get all of it, but just got enough of it with the trapper. Juking and jiving and shakes off the check. He was totally locked in on that play. And he loses control here. Big save in front.
It's amazing to me how he always looks like he's in the right position because he tracks and reads the play so well. And this time he gets in front of the puck that's right in the middle of the ice as the shooter's got a dangerous opportunity.
Gets down low and blocks the shot. Looking to knock it out of the zone. Great read at the line as that's kept in.
Yeah, it's kept in, but it's a tough one when you're on the defensive side of it. Now you got to turn around, get back to defensive coverage, and try and retrieve the puck.
Oh, and a big-time hit on the play.
Well, and it's another hit. I mean, how many times is that now, James? He's going to continue to be a target if his head is down.
The Nighthawks will play from the defensive zone. And serves up a little knock on the play. There's the physical side. Penalty coming up. Burns has it in the defensive end. The goaltender is quickly off to his bench to get the extra attacker out. Puck scooped up by Stark. Big time hit on the play.
Well, she had the spacing, and then she knew exactly how she was going to throw this hit. It's thunderous there, James. But oh, well, there's going to be a call on that one, James.
Comes up with the stop. Play whistle dead. Penalty coming up.
Absolute chaos, James. Not one, but multiple penalties on the call, and the team is going to be put in a tough spot.
Takes the puck as the clock ticks down on the penalty kill. And they'll get it out of the defensive end. Cutting to the front of the net, and that's poked away. And makes the routine save.
As a defender, you love when your goaltender has this kind of rebound control. Makes your life so much easier.
And they get the puck out of harm's way. Rocks them. The Icebreakers gain possession of the defensive zone. Sends it ahead to Cullen. Stops that one.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
St. Louis won a big draw on their own end. And he passes it up ahead to Bruner. Big-time collision, and look at that. He landed right on his own bench.
Well, you know that the one giving the hit likes this to send a message, send you right over the boards into the laps of your teammates. It's embarrassing either way, no question that you got off your feet and you wound up on your bench.
Feeds the puck to Cullen. To the low slot. Great heads-up play with the stick by Burns. The Nighthawks take the puck through the neutral zone. Quick feed to St. Louis. The Icebreakers will kill off a few extra seconds now. Looking to get it out. And that's one way to help kill off this penalty as they get the puck out, Cheryl.
Well, when you're on a PK unit, you have to be able to anticipate. They do just that. They're able to retrieve the puck and fire it down the ice. Makes no mistake on the clear, James. Hard and heavy on the stick.
And they clear that puck. Both sides are evened up as the power play has expired. He got all of that one. And he had the answer on that one.
The bench just erupts with that thunderous hit there, James. I mean, she knew exactly where she was going with that one. It was all about intention and purpose to lay her opponent out and get the puck.
The Icebreakers win the defensive zone faceoff. And he slides it quickly to Cullen. Gaining steam here on the attack. Takes the puck. Solid defensive work in their own end with the poke check. Well, 2 periods down and one more still to come. Third period action right after we get a clean sheet of ice. face-off for period number 3 is ready to go. And this one's underway here in the third. All right, Cheryl, we played 2 periods in this one. Give the fans at home your take on what you've seen.
The Icebreakers are trailing in this game, and they're kind of fortunate, to be honest with you, James. They really haven't had anything in terms of offensive production. They got to get some more shot opportunities if they want to get back in it.
With possession along the wall. Looks like there's a delayed penalty being called here by the officials. Bang's pick on the play has resulted in an interference penalty.
The entire group certainly looks agitated and frustrated tonight, and it's boiling over into their play. I mean, they're dancing to the penalty box right now, and their opponent's going to make them pay here, James. They got to figure out a way to reset the temperature with this group and get in rhythm.
Shakes himself free. And he takes the pass. Denies him on the one-timer. Here's a chance to try to get it out of the defensive zone. Burns moves the puck. Sends it over to St. Louis. Drawing a physical line here. Good use of the body to knock them off the puck. Feeds it to Stark. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Tries to clear the puck. And they clear the zone, and that'll shave some time off.
Great. Oh, well, that's going to be a call, James. That's definitely a penalty.
Let's see what the officials are calling. The Icebreakers are going to be penalized for a boarding call here.
You can play hard, you can play physical, and you can be an agitator, but you can't dance to the penalty box. You're putting your team in a vulnerable spot here, James. They got to figure it out.
And they'll roll the power play unit right back out.
Playing with a 2-player advantage on the 5-on-3 is such an opportunity, but you have to have a sense.
Scores! They convert on the power play and get it done.
And it's so important when you're on the power play to have precise execution of your passes, and you're able to move the coverage. That's exactly what they did, and they're able to convert.
The Nighthawks have built themselves up a comfortable lead here in this third period. Moves it to Bang. Forces the turnover. Moves it to St. Louis. There's a hit, and he's trying to leave everything out there on the ice tonight. The Icebreakers are on the attack. And that's offside, stopping the play.
Well, you can certainly sense the frustration. I mean, they're getting blown out in this game, and he deploys that hit. You can see it in the body language right now by the entire bench. They're extremely frustrated.
The Nighthawks have put a lot of pucks on net, and as a result, they lead it early in this third period. And off the draw at center, they take control of the puck. The Nighthawks pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. On the attack along the boards. Oh, he gets hit again.
Well, this is a tough enough game as it is, but if you have your head down, you are going to get land-basted over and over again.
Scrum along the wall. From the back of the cage with the puck. And that shot gets caught in traffic. You'll need more than that to beat him. Scooped up along the wall by St. Louis. And here's the pass to Cullen.
St. Louis trying to gut it out there, James. I mean, he looks injured. He's really laboring, but trying to put himself in a good position to get off the ice.
They've got the defense outnumbered. To his teammate. Takes the feed moving in. Oh, they'll be forced to start over from center as the puck leaves the zone. The Nighthawks get a hold of the puck along the boards. Oh, look out against the wall.
Well, and this is done perfectly, James. No stop sign here. You know, you're not doing it on the numbers. A nice, clean hit. And everyone on the bench erupts with that one, knowing that not only do they gain the puck, but a message-sending hit along the wall.
We got a penalty coming up here on the play.
The Nighthawks have layered well today and really protected their goaltender, who's seen everything. They're so close to the shutout. Yes, it's a superstition, but this team has played so well defensively. It's not just a goaltender stat, it's a team stat.
The Icebreakers are getting called for boarding on the play.
Well, numerous infractions here, James, and they're going to lose control of this game. You got to find a way to stay in rhythm. Real tough to do when your bench isn't playing. Get back to even strength. Find a way to get on your toes and attack.
Slides the puck across to Stark. Delayed penalty coming up here by the official, and he shuts the door on that. Whistle blown, stopping the play. Bang's going to serve a pair for interference.
Well, this is a constant parade to the penalty box, just showing a ton of frustration throughout this game. To be honest, I'm surprised the coach even put him back out there.
Takes the stretch pass in the open ice. The Nighthawks will play it in their own end. Takes the feed.
St. Louis has been putting on a passing clinic tonight, James. Eyes in the back of his head and just distributing it to the right place at the right time.
And cut that one out of the net. The Icebreakers have it now. And that's some great pressure in the offensive end by Stark. Puck clears the zone. Oh, and there's a big-time hit.
Well, that's a massive and timely hit there.
Oh, he had that corner, but he puts it off the outside of the post. How did he stop that one?
Well, a grade A scoring chance taken away from the inner slot because he's so aggressive and gets to the top of his crease.
Great stretch pass as he connects. And that caroms off a body in the lane. Oh, he rocked him.
Oh, that's gotta feel terrible, James. I mean, he finished his hit right through his chest.
Passes it over. Taken by Nagy. Picks up the puck. Takes a shot. Makes the save.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off, and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you, and he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
And he's got the answer for that one. Big hit.
Bruner's really laboring to get off here, James. It looks like he's been injured. I hope he's okay, because they're going to need him in this game.
The Nighthawks gain control of the puck. And less than a minute to go finally in this one. Pokes it away in his own end. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. Showing off her edge work there. The Nighthawks gain possession in their own end. Oh, what a hit along the wall.
And that's a clean one, James. A great angle, shoulder to shoulder, and just laid it on thick.
Bangs going off for interference.
Well, the parade to the penalty box is going to continue here, and the coach has got to find a way to get this bench emotionally controlled right now, or they're just going to give this game away.
And the puck is cleared to a safer spot. Loses the coverage there. He got all that one. There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw. The Icebreakers have been handed 2 for interference.
Well, the buzzer's all but gone here, James, because there is not enough runway left to get back in this game.
Here inside the defensive zone, they get the puck. Oh, he rocked him on the play.
Oh, you know that he felt that one, James. The body is reverberating after it. What a great hit.
And sends it just out of reach. The Icebreakers are off to the box. Interference the call.
Well, that penalty's going to seal the deal here, James, late in the third. There's no runway left to get back on the board.
Collins won the draw here in the defensive zone. Broken up with a stick. Oh, and a smart heads-up play. 5 seconds, and he makes the save. And there it is, the final horn. Well, as a former defender, these are your types of games, right? The old goose egg.
Love the goose egg, because you know that the D did something well, too, don't you, James? But no,
Of
you got to give the credit to the goaltender. You get the 0, you put it up on the board, you know that he was dialed in. I love the way he was tracking the puck in particular. You knew that he just saw it tonight.